Howdy YouTube, closest thing I've got to a cowboy hat. Today I'm going to review the film Silverado from 1985. Now, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write down every single trope that you can think of that you associate with the American Western film. All of them. Okay, now, I want you to take that list and I want you to hand it to a scriptwriter and say, I want you to put every single one of these tropes into a script. Now, if you do that, you are going to get an abomination of a film. It is going to be horrible. Except for the fact we have a shining example in the movie Silverado that you can in fact put every single Western trope into a movie and still have it be entertaining. I love Silverado. I loved Silverado when it was released in 1985, and I love it now in 2012. I was fortunate enough to get a copy recently at a decent price, like $3 at a Goodwill. I was quite happy to purchase it, and I watched it Friday night for the first time in quite a while, and it looked as good now as it did when I saw it in '85, and it has worn in admirably. I mean, this isn't an original film. Like I said, it's got every single Western trope there is in this movie. This is an homage to the Western. This is a thank you note, a love letter to the Western. In addition, it's a darn good time. It has solid action and adventure in it, wonderful fight scenes. It's got panoramic views. It's got good costuming, solid horsework. It has great dialogue, enough light tones in it to keep it moving. It never gets overly dark. It never takes itself overly seriously. And yet the storyline moves along at a wonderful pace, and the cast is wonderful. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of this right here. We've got Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn, Kevin Costner, Danny Glover, John Cleese as a sheriff, Rosanna Arquette, Brian Dennehy as the big bad guy in the film, Linda Hunt, a little person, who plays Stella, the Midnight Star, and Jeff Goldblum as a slick, slimy, underhanded gambler. And all of these people play their characters broad. There is no subtlety here. If they're goofy, they're really goofy. If they're stoic, they're carved from granite itself. Most of them have catchphrases. They all have quirky characteristics. Danny Glover always uses a Henry repeater. Kevin Costner carries a two-gun ring as this wild, raucous young buck. Kevin Kline is a man that's, enraptured by certain things that grab his heart, and he'll fight to the death to keep them dear. It's just a grand ride, literally. And I just liked it. It was fun. And I'm really glad I own a copy. The copy I have does not have commentary on it. I'm going to see if I can hunt one down eventually when it does have commentary, because I would really like to know some of the background information on the filming of this, where they did a lot of the shooting and the stunt work and things like that. I think that would be quite interesting. If anyone knows of a copy like that, feel free to tell me. But I really recommend this. I'm a fan of westerns. It's westerns and certain musicals are like kind of my guilty pleasures, I guess. With the odd occasion sports film thrown in there. These are things that kind of fall outside a lot of the films I tend to enjoy, but let's face it, the Western is often about redemption, and I am a sucker for a story about redemption. So saddle up, folks, and enjoy yourself on a heck of a good ride with Silverado.